So in this first exercise, I will be showing you how to download and install Python, and also how to download and install a text editor, and I'll be teaching you a few basic things like, say, making a folder on your desktop. So let us begin. First, go to your web browser. I'll give you the steps for doing this on Mac first, then for Windows, and then for Linux. First, go to this website, python.org. If you're a Mac user, scroll down, download this version. It's usually advisable to download a version of Python which is above 3.6 or above. And once you download it, install it on your computer. Go to this website, atom.io. I'll leave the website links down in the description. Go to atom.io and download this. This is your text editor. What it is, I'll be telling you in the next lecture. Right now, you need not worry about this. Just download this text editor and install it. If you don't really like this text editor, then I'll be suggesting you a few other options down in the description that you can go and check out and see if you like them better. So once you're done with this, once you're done installing this, go find this application. It'll look like this. It'll usually be in the utilities thing inside this somewhere. Okay, go find it out, or you can just spotlight search and just type terminal and it'll open up. Okay, this, it doesn't look like much. It is terminal, or Windows it'll be called PowerShell, and throughout this course I'll be referring to it as terminal because it's more or less one and the same thing. And this is your Atom text editor. It's a good idea to put these two on your dock. So let us make a directory on the desktop in this application called terminal. This is a very basic programming lecture. Even if it is confusing, you need not worry. Just keep on doing more and more lessons and you just might start to understand what I'm doing. First, I'll type in a command ls and hit return. So ls, what you see here, ls lists all the directories that are on my computer, which is, as you see, desktop, applications, blah blah blah, whatever. So by doing this, you're listing all the directories of your computer. Then you type in cd. cd stands for change directory, and you're changing the directory to, currently we want to make a directory on the desktop, so we write desktop. Okay, and you hit enter, return. So now we are in the desktop directory. Now if you want to create a directory on the desktop, just type in mkdir, which will make a directory, and just name a directory. Say you want to name the directory as programming, progra programming. Okay, so within a few seconds, you see here on the desktop, we can see a new directory called programming, which is empty because we didn't have anything else inside it. Say you want to make another directory inside this folder called programming. You first need to change the directory again by cd command to programming. Make sure you don't make any spelling mistakes here. Even if you make a spelling mistake here, say you, for example, say you type in programming with just one M, which is not true, but say you do that, then here it should be programming with one M. You need not make any spelling mistakes. That's very crucial. And then just hit return. So now we are in this directory called programming, which is on the desktop. Okay, now if you want to make another directory, mkdir, uh, which will make a directory. Inside this directory called programming, you just need to name a file, a folder. Say you want to name the folder random stuff. Now if you notice here, I just named this folder called random stuff with a space here, okay, and then I hit return. So if you see here, there are two folders created, not one with a space between random and stuff, but two folders created. One is random and another is stuff, which is pretty interesting to note, because this says that, well, terminal doesn't understand a space like a space. It understands random and stuff as two different directories. It understands that you want to make two different directories, one by the name of random and another by the name of stuff, which we don't actually want. So what if we want to make a directory which has a space in its name, but it's just one directory and not two different directories? So without confusing you any further, I'll show you how to do it. Make another directory with a space in its name. So for this example, we'll be using double quotes. So if you enclose something within double quotes, then it'll be considered by Python as just one character and not two or three or whatever different separate characters according to the spaces in between those characters. So you want to name your directory things that I will be learning. If you see here, this is a long name, and there are a lot of spaces in this directory name, but since it's covered between these double quotes, if you see here, it's just one directory and not different directories by the name of things that I will be learning, not different directories, just one directory, which is also empty, since we didn't really have anything else inside it. Now what if you want to have a directory inside this directory? Maybe I'm confusing you further, but maybe you already know the answer. You first need to change the directory to this directory which we already named, or say you want to create something inside the directory which we named random. Okay, random. So you change the directory to cd random. Okay, so that'll change the directory to random, which is inside programming directory, which is in your desktop directory. Okay, maybe it's confusing, maybe it's not. Say you want to make a folder inside random, which is inside programming. As you see here, random is empty for now. Okay, what you will do, mkdir make a directory, mkdir make a directory, and just type in the directory name. Now I will teach you another way to create a folder that has spaces in its name, between characters in its name, but it'll still be just one folder itself. So what you will do this time is you will use an escape sequence. Don't really get any confused further if you don't know what an escape sequence is. An escape sequence is simply something that commands the terminal app to escape from reading that space as two different characters. So I'll just show you how it works out. Python. I'm just gonna name my folder as Python, and then use backslash. Now backslash is an escape sequence, so it'll escape the space that you'll enter after typing in a backslash. Now if you want to type something else, Python stuff. Now if you want to have something more, then just use backslash again before typing in the space. Okay, before hitting the space bar, type in a backslash. Python stuff that. Okay, now hit return. Now if you open random folder inside programming folder, and if you see here, we have an empty directory with spaces created by the use of backslash, which is an escape sequence. If you don't know what an escape sequence is, don't really get any confused further. I'll teach you that later. For now, all you need to know is how you can create folders using terminal. Now if you want to quit out of this, all you need to do is type in quit and hit enter. Oh yes, don't forget the parentheses after quit, which is round brackets, and hit enter, hit return. So now I'll tell you what you can do for your Windows computer. For your Windows computer, you need to go to the same website, python.org, and find the version for Windows and install it, and also install Atom. The only thing different will be the name for terminal, which is PowerShell. Find out PowerShell on your Windows computer and do the exact same process that I showed you in this video right now, and try to make a directory on your desktop by the name of programming, or whatever you want to name it. It can be anything. I just showed you an example here. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you. Hope to see you in the next lecture. Goodbye.